Okay, let's set up the Good Thief following the game setup guide and the rules. First, we'll create the city, which is the game board, comprised of these district tiles. You place the King's Castle district tile in the center of the table. Here, we'll divide the districts by ring, first ring, second ring, and third ring. And those are in 3 face-down stacks. We shuffle each stack, already done. Randomly place, and you reveal them face up as you place them, the 6 third ring districts around the King's Castle. So, like so. We now place the second ring districts around the third ring. And finally, the ring 1 districts. This is the least affluent part of town. They are placed around the ring 2 districts to complete the city. Next, we'll switch the east and west churches if that is cardinally needed. I think I made up that word. But the east church is east of the west church, so we're not offending the concept of cardinal directions. Then, unless the churches are already opposite each other across the game board, and they are not, we're going to switch the West Church district with the first ring district that is directly across from the East Church. So East Church here, directly across would be the Archers Guild. So we're going to switch the West Church and the Archers Guild. We do want the East Church and West Church to be directly across the city from each other in setup. Then you'll have to imagine that we're connecting the 6 frame pieces around the city to help hold it in place. When published, the frame will contain a scoring track and a round tracker and probably the heist difficulty track. Now that the board is set up, we will choose a game type. The Good Thief is played either over 5, 6, or 7 rounds, depending on how long a game your play group wants for this session. And on the frame's round tracker, you will mark round 1 with 1 spare heist marker, and you will mark the end round with another spare heist marker, just so that nobody forgets how many rounds we're playing in this game. Next, we'll shuffle the objective cards and the heist cards. We'll place the 1-minute hourglass timer near the supply. Don't use the timer while you're learning to play, or use it in a very lenient manner. Ultimately, how you use the timer will be up to your play group, but the rules are there to keep game length in check. Fourth, each player is going to take their guild card. That right now is here. You write on this paper card with a pencil to track your skill advancement, your victory points, and your base control revenue, also to keep track of what round it is. In the published version, I anticipate there being a nice thick 2-layer cardboard guild card with little squares indented through the first layer, and these nice colored cubes that I took out of Terraforming Mars, used to track the skills as your guild advances in its skills. Each color corresponds to a certain skill. You can see on the game board, fight is red, bluff is yellow, stealth is black, etc. It'll be a good looking guild card in the final published form. In addition to your guild card, you'll take your leader thief, your 6 thief pawns. Each player will get 6 gold coins to start. And you can put those in the funds portion of your allocation tray, which is the big storage area. Everybody is dealt 4 objective cards from the shuffled deck. Each player takes a moment to assess these and keeps them hidden face down. Each player takes their heist markers, 14 of them, the cubes, and the control markers, which are the discs of that player's color. Next, each player will set up their guild card, marking each skills level with a cube of the corresponding color. Skills will start at level A for standard or epic games, that's the 6 or 7 round game, or at the first level of +1 for the quick game. Next, we place one purple guard unit in the King's Castle and one in the Tower of Guard. And finally, we give players a double hourglass turn if we're using the timer to examine the city and their starting 4 objective cards. You're going to want to look at these and see where the relevant districts to their completion are in the city. And when everybody's ready to go, or at the end of those 2 minutes, you are ready to start the game with phase 1 of round 1. Importantly, you will place your leader thief and 1 thief onto a district in ring 1 at the end of phase 3. And that completes the setup of the good thief. Please ask any questions in the comments. And there is a link in the description to the next video, which is how to play. See you there.